which means you are now the most clutch player in the league right now. What does it mean to you into that team?
It means a great deal knowing that we have trust to play our roles out there. Quarter to quarter, Jock has all the rotations, so I think we all, as teammates, just want to be aggressive with our minutes out there. But for me specifically, when that fourth quarter hits, it's winning time, and that's all I really know. And when I'm out there with that group to start the fourth, I know K's resting a little bit, so just got to raise my aggression level and raise my efficiency up. And I'm grateful to have the trust of my teammates and the coaching staff.
Please, Kai, just want to go back to your effort again, not only yourself individually, but the team when it comes to the defense.
I think we have that switch in the third and fourth quarter where we start really leaning in on our schematic adjustments on the defensive end. Our effort raises, and we just start making the right basketball plays. That first half was kind of weird. It was kind of funky. They got it going a little bit. I ended up playing the whole entire first quarter, so our minutes got, a little dragged out. Guys didn't have their normal minutes. I usually come out with 3 minutes left to go in the first or something like that. So, we just had to play the minutes with the guys that we have, and we trust them. And we went out there in the second half and did what we had to do.
Kyrie, Jack mentioned the belief in as strong as he feels it's been all year. How would you compare where it's at right now compared to where it was at even a month ago, 6 weeks ago?
I think we're just taking it day by day.
What was, I apologize if you were asked already, your vantage point on the last play when you guys stopped DeJounte?
I'm glad we had enough awareness as a team to know that DeJounte was coming up. It looked like he was trying to get his rhythm. I ended up being on him. He turned me around somehow on that crossover. He ended up missing the shot. But I feel like we put ourselves in that position down the stretch. We should have closed them out. I feel like with 3 minutes left to go, but they kept, coming at us. And when we're going on the road against these teams and everybody wants to beat us, then that's something to expect. So we're glad that we got a chance to close this out, and best reps are game reps.
As you look back at the last 10 games, since you guys have been 10 straight, what do you think the single biggest key has been over this last stretch of games?
I don't know if it's a single key. I just think it's a collective effort, for all of us to really buy into what we have going on here, and that's the big picture. We're not trying to rush it. We're not trying to plan out our future too far ahead. Just trying to take it day by day. And, when we prepare, I think that's really the strength of our team is when we're locking in with one another before the game and just going out there and executing.
Ultimately, that buy-in obviously has to come individually, right? Every individual in there has to agree to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But how difficult is that, from a coaching perspective, to get this many guys to buy in, to sacrifice for the greater good?
I think we just put it in perspective. I know I do individually of just, telling the guys that on a consistent basis, I don't take their talent for granted. As much as we've been through here in Brooklyn, some of the teammate changes, just some of the things that we've dealt with as an organization, I just think when we have that collective trust of everybody buying into the big picture and, we can look down the line and see we have talented guys, and that'll get you so far. But when you have guys willing to sacrifice and do the little things and put their body on the line, like KD jumping, getting that block and doing little things like that to start the third quarter, that makes a big difference in the flow of the game. And, whether we take a 1-point lead, 3-point lead going into the fourth, that matters. So these little details that we're just aware of game to game, I just think that we're doing a great job of talking and communicating when we come to the bench. Jock holding us accountable, him coming in as a head coach and really putting his own DNA on it, and us just following the game plan.
Kyrie, Curtis Bell, NBC News, nice to meet you. A basketball-related question, but not specific to this game. How much of a priority is it for you to find a sneaker home, and how important is it to consider Sears Collectives and other small minority-owned companies?
Well, number one, I'm in no rush to make any business decisions right now. I've been blessed enough to be drafted at 19 into a league that's the best in the world. And I've been plastered in an international marketplace, whether it be in China or whether it be in Australia where I was born or whether it be in Africa. You know, I've built so many tribal relationships around the world. I just want to take my time. And in terms of See It Collective, Side Collective, great brand, great brothers, great operation team behind the scenes. But again, I'm looking for a home where we can build a huge marketplace and I can have some ownership. And that takes time to build. So I'm willing to stay patient, but work with people that are willing to work with me. And Side Collect has been a great brand to converse with. And, you know, I just don't want to settle with one. I think I just want to keep my options open and look for ownership and enjoy the free agency for a little bit. You know, it's been a long time coming. And I think there are a lot of details that are going to come out in the future about what was actually going on. And I think once my platform is actually created on when I can do that, then we'll share that. But shout out to See It Collective, Side Collective, and everybody that's been recruiting me during this process. I'm appreciative, but I'm definitely not going to go back into a similar contract that I was in or any type of situation or circumstance that I was in